Hi, welcome. So today we're going to learn how to keep our lower body engaged when we're doing inversions. So I noticed that for a lot of yogis, probably because we move our lower back so much and our spine so much in our yoga practice, the lower back tends to be a little bit floppy when we are on our hands. Sure, we probably do not have enough shoulder strength, but there is also a way of holding your core tension that is not too tight and rigid, but it's like a very pulling sensation that I'll go through with you later and see if that will work for you when you're trying to get upside down. Okay. So usually you need a wall for this, but today I'm going to use a bench only because it's nicer when it comes to filming, and also a mat for you to lie down on. So we're going to just lie down on our backs and place the heels onto the bench. Now in this position, there are a few things I want you to take note of. Number one, I want the angle at the knees to be somewhat around 90 degrees, and the heels are going to actively push into the bench. Number two, I don't want you to worry too much about pressing that lower back down to the floor. Okay, definitely we don't want to be massively arching, but I don't want you to think like it has to be completely flat. Flatten it as best as you can, and you're going to maintain that. So something I kind of quite like is pressing the heels into the bench to create a bit of tension, and using that feedback to feel the sensation of tension in the front of the belly here. So a lot of times, especially women, when we are asked to engage the lower belly, there will be a little bit of a pop in this lower belly here where it comes up this way. Can you see? And then suddenly there's like a lot of mass here. And this way of engaging is actually pretty good when it comes to holding physical external weights. Like if you're doing deadlifts, really heavy deadlifts, really heavy squats, then yeah, you want to be able to push the belly out and hold your tension like this, like all around the core. But when you're doing body weight work, I find that to be quite unhelpful. You actually want to be able to engage your pelvic floor to help you maintain, and your transverse abdominis, which is really your deep core muscles here, to maintain stability in the lower part of the body. So for now, let's just press the heels into the chest slightly. And I want you to imagine that you are trying to pull your legs in and up towards your rib cage. So as you pull up, there is this drawing up sensation, which is in line with how the pelvic floor contracts. Okay, again. So press the feet into the chair. Maybe a slight feeling of pressing that lower back down. It depends, doesn't work for everybody. And think of like drawing up towards your rib cage. Okay, now when you maintain this, I want you to keep the sensations a bit subtle. It's not just about squeezing or pushing on anything. It's a drawing up sensation. Reach one leg up to the ceiling. Reach the other leg up to the ceiling, still holding it there. And from here, maintaining this, think about lowering your legs, lowering your legs, lowering your legs, lowering your legs. Put one hand to check if the belly pops up. Of course, I have a limitation because of the bench. Then bring the leg up towards the ceiling. Okay? So at any point in time, if you notice the belly starts to pop up, then I want you to try again, but go less low. So you're going to stop right before the belly pops up and learn how to hold that. Okay, one more time. You're going to press the heels into the bench. And as you press the heels in, think about drawing all the muscles in the lower body all the way up towards your rib cage. So it's this feeling of like the hip points, which are these two pointy bits here on the front of the hip, rolling into the midline, the rib cage rolling in towards the midline. There's this nice tension through this front part of the body. Maintain this. You can put one hand as a gauge here. You reach one leg up towards the ceiling, other leg up towards the ceiling. Now keep the legs tight, so you're going to squeeze the quads here and slowly lower, lower, lower as low as you can go. And if any point it comes out this way, then I want you to bend the knees and reset and try again, okay? Okay, and from the position earlier, we're going to zoom out and start to lower the legs even more. So I have changed the angle a little bit so that you're able to see the full drill, okay? So same thing, you're going to lie down, step the feet into the mat, same feeling of drawing the thighs up towards your rib cage. Feel the feeling of the hip points rolling into the midline, the rib cage rolling into the midline, and reach both legs up towards the ceiling. Okay, keep the legs really tight. Keep one hand on that lower belly. Now, when you try, lower the legs as best as you can. So keep it in, keep it in, keep it in, keep it in, keep it in. Stay here. Now, reach the head and shoulders off the floor and stay. This should still be tight, okay? If you like, arms can reach over the head. It will be a lot harder and you hold and then you'll come down, okay? So, this is the next level of progression that you will go. Of course, when you are lying flat on the floor gives you a lot of feedback. What happens when you're no longer on the floor? How can you feel this feedback? The next one, you're going to try to do it with the legs up in the air and the hands on the floor, okay? This last drill here is probably amongst the most difficult one for me to teach. It takes a while for people to kind of understand, but it's that same feeling of drawing your thighs all the way up towards your rib cage. I know it's really strange, but it really is a pulling up sensation from that lower belly here. So the prerequisite is that in order to do this, you have to be able to kick up to the wall and pretty close to the wall as well, okay? So hands are going to be down, and you're going to kick up towards the wall here. All right, so at this point, I'm firmly pushing my hands into the floor and I'm resting my heels on the wall. Then think about pulling the lower belly in and up, or rather in this direction, down towards the rib cage. Float the legs off. And then you go back. Again, pull the belly in, float, and then you go back. Again, pull in and float, and go back. So it's about maintaining tension in this lower belly region here.